what's gonna happen.
You want to make fun of the game? Go ahead. If you want to cover the lore of the
My
game, which
knowledge
I
of
don't
it,
even know what the lore of the game is, go ahead. I'll probably talk more about. Oh, hi, we're live.
Here we are again.
It's a podcast. Hello, everyone. I am eBloodyCandy, and with me today is Mola.
Yes, I'm back.
I hope you had a good birthday, Mo.
Oh yeah, it was alright. Like, I mean, COVID times, not much you can do, but yeah.
I mean, you do what you gotta do sometimes, right?
Indeed.
Alright, so we're gonna be showcasing, I guess, Trip World, which hasn't been in since the first Retrothon, when I believe NG ran it. So I'm not gonna do it as much justice as NG, but I can get clam skip, hopefully. So we'll at least get to see some cheating in a speedrun. So without further ado, let's get this shindig started in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Alright, Trip World. 5-stage game, very short. Yakopu here, who's the character we're playing as, has 3 forms. It has a flight form, it has a normal form, and it has a fish form, which we'll see later on. Typically you'd be bouncing off of the ground every 1 frame, because every 1 frame that you bounce off the ground, you gain a bit of speed. However, in stage 1, for me, in a way, it's pretty tough for me to actually calculate where I need to go. And if you don't transform out of flight form in a correct time, you will just spiral out of control and lose a bunch of time. If we go into the water of flight form, we become very buoyant. And what we're going to try and do is hit this slope for some extra speed boostage. And then we're going to go into this room here. So this guy here shows up in stage 5 as well. You can actually farm him for 1-ups. Cattail there can be kind of a nuisance if you bump into him. And here you're going to see a little bit of a bounce here just to get some initial speed. And then we're going to go into Mr. Miyagi. And we missed the boss juggle, so we get to see Mr. Miyagi do some jump kicks, as you did in Karate Kid. And there's stage 1.
Yeah, that was fast.
Yeah, it was alright. It was pretty quick. So we're going to stage 2 here. Stage 2 here, we're going to get the ball power-up. So the ball power-up is a pain in everyone's existence. If you hold the jump button, which is A, you jump higher. I'm scared to death. There's a hidden candy behind that tree that I've gotten in every D-Rust run that makes your Yakopu tiny and slow. You want to keep the ball, because what the ball does is that if you mash B, you can actually make it go a little faster. The big problem with it is if I hit those spikes as a ball, I die instantly. It's just like, one of those plastic balls. Like if you throw it against a nail, it pops. Fall away platforms. Do it like Minecraft. So here what we're going to do is that we have these little Pikmin. They slow you down a lot and they get in your way. And what we're going to do is that we're trying to jump down into pits to fall down faster, and we're going to roll and keep that roll momentum going, and we're going to jump into Baconator's screen to try and get 2 hits on him right away. And Baconator's going to try and turn into a piece of bacon. If you just tank the piece of bacon to your face, as you do in real life, it will turn back into the Baconator, and you can just do a kick.
Yeah, that's a good thing to know if you want to play this casually, because this boss makes no sense otherwise if you don't take that damage. Like, it's really hard to figure out how he actually respawns again.
This is everyone's favorite song except for mine in the game. This is my second favorite song, but not my first favorite. This is our first transformation into fish. You can shoot bubbles, which is absolutely adorable, but you never get to see them. Unless, I press the B button just to show them off. Because in Trip World, we don't kill anything except for the bosses, because nothing really hurts you in Trip World. And nothing really attacks you unless you let it attack you. So here we're coming up to the clam mini boss. We're gonna try to do a clam skip.
Hopefully.
I hope. I don't get it very often in my old age. Oh. And we got clam skip. Look at that. So what happens there is that we basically push the clam into that little corridor, jump on top of the clam's head, and basically push Yakapu out of bounds. And just mash the jump while we're out of bounds. See ya, Grimace. Otherwise, that section that we skip is a wind section, and it pushes us back. So if we're when we're in flight mode while we're flying over it, if we dip down just a little too low, we actually get pushed all the way back to the beginning. And if we're walking through it, we walk extra slow because the wind is pushing against us. This is, in my opinion, the worst stage in the game. I just don't like this stage. So we're gonna have the Hamburglar coming up here, or Cinnabon, whatever you want to call him. So here we have a money bag that's gonna be shooting at us here, down here. What we want to try and do is dodge the ball, and then here we're about to try and go Super Saiyan. So we're going to jump down and hold right and get this little hidden treat right here. But now we have Tail Whip. So you're pretty familiar with Tail Whip from Pokemon. Basically, we're going to Tail Whip some muffins to death. And we're going to try and keep this power up to get to that fruit right there, which is going to turn us into Goku. So Goku has the Spear Shot. And we're going to try and use this to slide across the ice to give us a bunch of momentum. And another cool thing about this power-up is that it one-shots the boss.
Yeah, thing to notice is that all these extra power-ups have a timer, so they run out. So when it comes to getting this power-up, the Goku transformation as they call it, you really need to be on time to grab it. Once you still have the Tail Whip, because otherwise you won't get it.
So we're in stage 5, the final stage. So those butterflies you see flying around, if you actually hit them in flight form, you spin out of control. There's collision on them. Miraculously. So this stage here has 2 paths. You can take the top route or the bottom route. No one does top route because that mini boss is impossible. So we're going to use the flight form here to give us buoyancy. So here we're going to try and do 1-frame taps against the ground. You can kind of see how much speed we're picking up just from that. We're going to dodge the guard dog. And I'm just going to get a quick extra life right here. Oh, came up here. We're going to get a quick extra life from this guy, just in case we have some issues with the hamsters.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah. The final boss is a 3-phase boss, so... and here we're just going to ride a conveyor belt and let these machines do the work for us. And basically just a little short walk through some corridors. I hope you guys like Star Wars as well, too, because we're going to see some Star Wars. There's your Star Wars. So here we're approaching the final boss fight. We're going to do the hamsters first. So the hamsters, each one takes three kicks. Basically, you just walk away from while they have iframes and just kick them in the face. So here the platform's going to give away. We're going to fight Evil Pikachu.
The worst part of the game.
It's not that bad. So fighting Evil Pikachu is pretty interesting because you have to be aggressive, but not too aggressive. The more aggressive you are, the easier the fight is, but the more chances you're going to take for damage.
Yeah, that was pretty good, actually.
I was going to do the final boss glitch, but we're just going to do the final boss normally. Typically, the final boss, if you jump too high, it's going to shoot a bubble at you, and if you jump on top of its head while it shoots a bubble at you, you can do a 1-frame trick to get the boss to go completely across the screen. Stop kicking me. Nerd. Anton. Yo, 8 minutes, man. That's a decent run for me.
That is not too shabby.
Yeah, it's about 30 seconds off my PB. Yeah.
No. So I know if Enemy is listening, I know he's just waiting for me to say it, so I'm gonna say it. This is a very good tech demo for Game Boy. But yeah, I just say that jokingly every time, but this game, when you look at it, like, it has perfect music, it has perfect sprites, the story is okay, I guess. And the mechanics of this game are really cool and all that, but it always feels like they forgot to really make a game besides boss fights. And that's why I call it Chocoli a tech demo. But it's an amazing piece of achievement for Game Boy, to be honest. Like, this is one of the prettiest looking, best playable, and most nice sounding Game Boy games out there. And but yeah, you don't really play much, to be honest.
Yeah, it's unfortunate the game is so short, but to put it in perspective,